Hi guys, welcome back on board to the Crypto Cruise. It's me Chris, and today we're going to talk about Polygon, previously known as Matic, or also known as PO. What Polygon is all about, what makes it unique. We're going to talk some chart analysis, potential price target. Not only that, but we're also going to talk about Ethereum, where it's heading in the immediate short term. And today's show, we're going to start with the Bitcoin chart as we always do. And I've told you guys, this correction that we pretty much finished on 2nd of September, earlier this month, they don't last long. So basically, from 14th of August to pretty much end of August, for 2 weeks we've been on a downtrend, and now we're just experiencing recovery. And what I'm actually anticipating for Bitcoin, a price target, so basically by the end of this week, for Bitcoin to hit a price of above 120,000. And potentially it can go even further than that to 122. I don't know if it's gonna break all-time high this week, but potentially by the end of the month, I'm not gonna be surprised at all if Bitcoin start testing all-time high prices. And as I've said in my previous videos, if you've been following my channel, I'm anticipating by end of October Bitcoin will start hitting price of around 150,000. I mean, this is not just wishful thinking. This is something in the charts, guys. Basically, corrections like this, they're actually for buying it, and they're actually healthy for the overall trend. I mean, if you just zoom out, we clearly see, I mean, we always have corrections along the way, huge corrections that they can last potentially 5-6 months. I mean, or like this correction only for 2 weeks, but this can be potentially one of those corrections before the blow off top. Definitely we're in a bull cycle. The bottom of the bear market happened in November of 2022 at price of around 15,000. At the time of recording this video, one Bitcoin is around 115,000. So from that perspective, we're in a bullish trend, and the trend is our friend, and I'm anticipating higher prices. As I've said, I'm anticipating for Bitcoin to start hitting price of above 120,000 this week. Now, when it comes to Ethereum, I've seen nothing but bullish momentum, a huge reverse head and shoulders on the daily chart. On the weekly chart, we formed this from 11th of March 2024. We start forming this huge ascending triangle pattern, as you can clearly see here, forming the right shoulder on this huge reverse head and shoulders. And we actually broke above it last month. We broke above this resistance line that we've tested multiple times in the past. In November of 2021, its previous all-time high for Ethereum at price of around 4,868. We tested it here. We tested it again in March of 2024. We tested it again in June of 2024. We even tested it at the end of last year, in December of 2024, price of around 4,000. While everyone was thinking we're gonna break above it and we start testing all-time high for Ethereum, just the way Bitcoin did. We actually capitulated. We went all the way to 1,200, while everyone turned bearish, and everyone thought Ethereum is dead. Trump introduced the tariffs, a huge V-shaped recovery. We broke above this resistance line. As I've said, once Ethereum start hitting price of around 4,300, potential pullback to this price target of around 4,100. We start hitting all-time high for Ethereum to around 5,000. Falling wedge, a little bit of a correction, a recovery, and now pretty much we are consolidating at around its previous all-time high. And sooner or later we're going to experience a full price discovery. And if we measure this huge ascending triangle pattern, which is a bullish structure, measured from the bottom to the top, the price target should be above 6,600, and this can potentially happen by end of October for Ethereum. 6,600, final shake off in November, December, and a blow off top by February, March of next year. Potentially Ethereum can end up 5 digits or above $10,000. Now, when it comes to Polygon, there's a lot of bearish momentum. Everyone pretty much counted out Polygon. No one believes in it, but I mean, the true speculation of the altcoin season hasn't happened yet. We're in a definite bull cycle when it comes to Bitcoin. As I said, 8x from 15,000 to around 115,000 right now. But Ethereum is in a definite bull cycle as well, because we already broke its all-time high, $5,000. Not only that, but traditional markets are also in a bull trend. Dow Jones Industrial, S&P 500, traditional markets in a huge bull cycle, and sooner or later, I mean, altcoins, they're in a definite bull cycle as well, but the true speculation of the altcoin season hasn't happened yet. Once it does, some of these coins will go absolutely nuts, and I'm projecting that potentially Polygon can be one of those coins. We just have to look what happened previously, the previous bull cycle. So Polygon here at the end of December, early January of 2021 was around 1 cent, and by by May 2021, pretty much 4 months, 4 months and a half, it went $2.70. It went around 200x. Am I saying Polygon can do 200x from the bottom here, which occur at price of around 16 cents? No, I'm not saying that. That would be absolutely insane. But is it possible for Polygon Matic to go, I mean, considering what I did in the previous bull cycle, to go to $10? Potentially something can play out, and what I'd like to see is to actually go and test this resistance line. Hope potentially by the end of this year, early next one, that we've tested multiple times in the past. In February of 2023, a price of around $1.56. And we tested it again in March of 2024, a price of around $1.30. At the time of recording this video, one Polygon is around 25 cents. So if we go and test these prices, let's say by the end of this year, price of around above 85 cents, right? Potentially go to 90 cents. A little bit of a pullback, test this previous resistance line, turn it into support, and then we're going to have continuation of the trend and potentially quickly snap to its all-time high from 90 cents to $2.90, potentially 3x, right? 3x, 4x rather, from 90 cents, potentially. Yeah, 3x quickly to its all-time high, and if we break above this all-time high price of around $2.90, is it possible for Polygon to triple in price and from $3 go to $9 to $10? Potentially something like that plays out. Again, Polygon can easily go to zero, so always do diligence and make your own research, because as I said, this is not a financial advice, but that's what altcoins usually do. They underperform during the bull season of the Bitcoin. They underperform when Ethereum start pumping, but I mean, sooner than later, this tide will turn, and altcoins will outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum, and potentially Polygon can be one of those coins. And believe you me, guys, they go really quick. Once the altcoin season happen, in a matter of few months, these coins go absolutely crazy, and some of them go 20, 30, potentially 50x. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate all support. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's for absolutely free. And if you really want to support my work, that would be absolutely amazing. You can subscribe to my Patreon. With that subscription comes a lot of value. I mean, one-on-one consultation of how to navigate through that difficult bull cycle. Not only that, my 2 books of how to become a sophisticated trader, and exclusive content with the most undervalued, underappreciated coins. Some of them 50, 100x potential, and of course I'm going to show you my lifestyle, I mean, there's definitely a lot of value in my Patreon, so don't hesitate and subscribe to my Patreon. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Goodbye.